大家好，又係我哋 Eva 同 Erica。
Hello, it's us, Miss Eva and Miss Erica again.
上次聽完 The Bully Magic Key 嘅魔法令到惡霸自食其果，受到應有嘅教訓。但大家記得喺現實生活裏面係冇 Magic Key 㗎。如果遇到欺凌嘅事件，要知道點樣做啊。
After listening the bully last time, see how amazing the magic key is. It served the bully right. But there is no magic key in real life. Make sure you know what to do if you are bullied.
今次嘅故仔就冇 Magic Key 嘅出現，但有可能喺現實中你會見過。呢本書叫做 Flood， 即刻開始啦。
There will be no magic key in today's story, but you may see this situation in real life. The book is called Flood. Let's get started. It had been raining for days. I wish it would stop raining, sighed Beef. I'm taking Floppy for a walk, said Mom. Who wants to come?
Biff and Mum took Fluffy to the park, but it was not much fun. Look at Fluffy, said Mum. He's got mud all over him. I don't like all this rain, said Biff. The ground is wet and muddy. Biff and Mum walked across the park. They wanted to cross the bridge, but the stream had flooded. Look, the bridge is under the water, she said.
Biff began to wade across the bridge, but Mom called her back. The stream is flowing too fast. It's dangerous, she said. If it keeps on raining, it will flood the whole park, said Biff. Mom looked thoughtful. I hope the rain stops, she said. We don't want the flood to get to our house.
When Biff and Chip went to school the next morning, it was still raining. The children could not go out to play. I wish it would stop raining, sighed Chip. So do I, sighed Miss May. The rain stopped at last. Hooray! Now we can play football, said William. But there were big puddles on the field. I'm sorry, said Mrs. May. We can't play football today. The ground is too wet.
Children were watching television in the evening. The weather forecast came on. Some bad storms were coming. Oh no, said Dad. Not even more rain. The fun storm came later in the night. It was too loud for Fluffy. He hid under the bed. Poor Fluffy, said Biff.
It stopped raining in the morning. Dad and Chip took Fluffy for a walk. When they got to the park, Chip gasped. The park was flooded. The park is like a giant lake, said Chip. Dad was worried. I don't like this, he said. We don't want the water to get to our house.
The rain did not stop, and the floods got worse. The water was coming into the garden. I hope the water doesn't come in, said Biff. The road near William and Wendy's house was flooded. The children watched the car go through the flood. One car broke down and was stuck in the water.
That day, the school was closed. The hall was flooded. I'm sorry, said Mrs. May. We can't open the school today. What are we going to do all day? Asked William. When the children got home, they saw a truck in the street. There were many sandbags on it. People were taking the sandbags to their houses. We need you all to help, said Mom.
When Chip carried the sandbags to the house, they were very heavy. They put them in front of the doors. I hope the water doesn't come it this high, said Dad. Mom looked upset. The floods may get worse, she said, taking up a chair. You'll have to take things upstairs.
They all began to carry things upstairs. It was hard work and Kipper began to get worried. Will the water flood into my bedroom? He asked. Some things were too big and heavy to carry upstairs. What shall we do with the sofa? Asked Dad. Mom had an idea. She got a folding table. Let's put it up on this, she said.
Rained all night. Dad couldn't sleep. He was too worried about the flood. Then he heard the sound of water. He went downstairs and looked. Oh no, the water had come. Everyone woke up. The lights did not work. Someone lit a lamp. They all looked downstairs. It was full of water. This is terrible, said Trick.
The next day, the children looked out of the window. The whole street was flooded. I can't believe it, said Kipper. It looks like a river. A man paddled past in a canoe. It was funny to see a canoe in the street. Are you all right? Shouted the man. Yes, thank you, Chip shouted back. But we wish the flood would go away.
Some firemen came to the street. Can we take you to somewhere warm and dry? Asked the fireman. Yes, please, said Mom. The fireman brought a rubber boat to the front door. Everyone got in. Dad carried a Fluffy. I had never thought we would slide up on the street in a boat, said Chip.
They passed by William and Wendy's house. The children waved at them. Please come and rescue us next, Wendy shouted to the fireman. Dad rescued a cat and gave it to Mom. Fluffy looked at the cat, but he did not bark. Fluffy's being a good dog today, said Kipper.
Family went to a hall in the city. A lot of people were there. Biff showed Wendy the rescued cat. Poor thing, said Wendy. We may have to stay here tonight, said William. We can't go back home to sleep. Kipper was upset. It was too crowded in the hall. He did not want to sleep here. I want to go home, he said.
Later in the day, Grandma came to the hall. You can all stay with me until the flood goes away, she said. The children were excited. They liked staying with Grandma. When the floods were over, they went back home. They gasped when they saw the house. The floors were covered in mud. What a mess, said Kipper.
It's okay, said Dad. Bad things like this happen sometimes. He gave the children a big hug. Then he gave them some mops and brooms. Now let's get to work, said Mom.
Same as always, we will teach you some vocab in this book. First one is flood. It is a noun. It means a large amount of water covering an area that is usually dry. In Cantonese, we say 洪水,水災.
The second one is bridge. It is a noun. It means something. It means a structure that is built over a river, road, or railway to allow people and vehicles to cross from one side to the other. In Cantonese, we say queue. Queue.
Third one is puddles. It is a noun. It means a small pool of liquid on the ground, especially from rain. In Cantonese, we say 水坑.
The fourth one is weather forecast. It is a noun. It means a statement of what the weather is likely to be for the next day or few days. Usually broadcasted on television or radio or printed in a newspaper. In Cantonese, we say 天氣預報,天氣預報.
Last one is thunderstorm. It is a noun. It means a storm with thunder and lightning and usually heavy rain. In Cantonese, we say 雷雨,雷暴. 故事就完啦，有興趣可以完成埋工作紙，記得留意我哋嘅 Facebook 同埋 YouTube channel 睇最新嘅資訊啦。
Story is end here. Finish our worksheet if you feel interested. Stay tuned to our Facebook and YouTube channel for the latest news. Bye bye.